in Peoria. Dakota Diaz is getting ready to vie for the district walk-around contest. And here we go, Dakota. Hold on, before we start, turn off your videos. Turn off your videos. Just take your name tag off. You're gonna make me take off the name tag? Sure, absolutely. No. Oh, you want it on there? Yeah. Okay, I was gonna hold it.
I know.
Yeah. I know. Oh, I got it. I got it.
It'll be fine without it, but it's just.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, we'll do 12 minutes and then 10 minutes. You mind if I chime in and say?
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're doing the photo before or after?
And then when you get done, send me that since I'm not going to be able to do that.
Okay, perfect.
And then we want to get together.
Yeah.
I'll start the clock whenever you guys are ready.
And get this silly duck in there for me,
Okay.
too, so I can send that to Adam.
Okay, I'll take a picture right
here. All right, so, Carol, you're up.
All right, here we go, guys. We're starting.
Do the right thing. Introductions, right?
That is clipboard.
Yeah, thanks.
Breathe.
All right, Carol. So I'm so excited that I get to be the one to introduce you to not only the Hyundai Kona SEO with tech, but the Hyundai brand, and show you just everything that we have to offer. So, starting off under the engine, we have a 4-cylinder gasoline direct injection engine. So that means the gas is going to be directly injected straight into the chamber. Now, what that means for you is you're still going to be able to get the best fuel economy in its class, up to 30 miles per gallon. As a former teacher myself, I know how stressful things can be, especially on a teacher's shop. So it's nice that you're going to have a comparable fuel economy, even going up into a larger vehicle. Next, I know that you said height was a big reason for going into the CUV because you wanted to feel safe. So the Kona SEL with tech has a plethora of features besides the height that are going to make you feel safe. So first I wanted to mention that Hyundai makes their own seat. You actually have couple zones here inside the hood that in the event of an accident are going to TP up, keeping all the metal, all the plastic from going inside the windshield towards you or your boyfriend, or the nephews in the back. One of the coolest stories that represent just how strong Hyundai steel is back in 2012 in South Korea. A 4-ton cargo trailer actually tipped over onto a Hyundai Accent. The Hyundai Accent was able to support its weight, allowing everyone to get out completely okay. Now, you're also going to get what's called Hyundai Smart Sense in this vehicle, which is a plethora of safety features that are going to go along with it. So your first amenity is going to be the forward collision avoidance with pedestrian detection. What that'll do is, have you ever been driving into work, you look across, maybe that class clown is walking in the crosswalk and you see him? The sensor's actually going to alert you. If you don't respond to the alert, it's going to apply the automatic emergency braking for you, so that way you don't hit him. I know as much as he might disrupt your class, you probably don't want him getting hurt in any way. So, coming to the side, I know having the 2 nephews running all around, you want to be able to get them into their seats as quick as possible, because you don't want kids running around the parking lot at all. So you're actually going to get the proximity key with the push to start. So one touch lock and unlock is going to allow you to get them in, get them sitting down, and allow you to go into the seat without having to worry about looking for your keys in your purse or where you might have put them, anything like that. So the next set of your safety features is going to be your blind spot monitoring. What your blind spot monitoring is going to do is set out a sensor on both of your blind spots. So if for any reason you don't see the vehicle, this is going to light up yellow. When you put on your blinker, you're going to get an audible and visual warning if it senses a vehicle in your blind spot. Your visual warning is going to be a flash of the light, and your audible warning is going to be beeping inside, letting you know that a vehicle's there. Have you ever had that moment where you look over in your mirror in your current car, you think you're clear, you turn on your blinker, you get over, and at the last second you catch it in the mirror, or you get that heart sinking feeling, you get honked at, you move back over. Blind spot monitoring is going to give you that peace of mind, knowing that you're always going to have that eyes where you're not looking. The next is going to be your lane keep assist. So you have a sensor here behind the rear view mirror that's going to gauge your lines. Have you ever been breaking up a WWE match in the back between the two twins and you're playing referee and you start swerving from lane to lane? The nice thing is with your lane keep assist, you're going to get, again, audible and visual warning. So your visual warning is going to be inside the cluster gauge with the vehicle and then the two lines. So if you go over the right lane, the right line will light up. If you go over the left lane will light up. Now your visual warning, because obviously you're playing referee to WrestleMania in the back seat, will be an alert going off on whatever side you're going over the line. So if you go over the right lane, your right side speakers are going to go off. If you go over the left lane, your left side speakers are going to go off. Now, just to give you an idea of size, because I know sometimes you'll bring your boy and then a lot better looking than me, but just to give you an idea of how much room you have here in the seat. As you can see, I'm a pretty average sized guy, but I'm nice, I'm able to get in comfortably, and I have access to all the infotainment system. So if he wants to change your radio stations, anything like that, like I like to do with my wife, he's got all the ability to, he's still going to be comfortable in his seat. Coming down to the rear, even with boyfriend up there, with all the room he has, coming to the back, you're going to have plenty of room for the two twins. And I know you like to keep them in booster seats, it makes you feel a little bit safer. So the nice thing is, the Kona SEL is going to have two sets of child lock sits, or child lock latches. So most of them come with little clips. You just put them into the back, you flip it on. It's going to keep the seat from swerving around if you're making sharp turns like NASCAR, or if you're hitting those hard brakes, or if your Ford collision avoidance stops you from hitting your class car. So that's a big safety feature that it's not a lot of people talking about. The next thing too, you have your fold down armrest with a couple. So I know myself when I was younger, if I didn't have a place to put my drink or my snacks, went onto the floor. So the nice thing, you keep your interior back here nice. They have two spots for each one of them to put their cups, their drinks, snacks, anything of that nature. Right there, it's easily accessible for them and for you if you have to turn around for any reason. Also, you're going to have a 60-40 split for those days that you go a little bit more adventurous, whether you're going snowboarding, surfing, or fishing at all. You're going to have enough room where you can put one passenger up front and one in the back and still have that size for larger items like snowboards, surfboards, pool noodles, or even fishing poles. So coming to the back, I know your boys, your two nephews play soccer just like myself, and was never very good, but I do remember something else from soccer was snack day. Getting to bring the cooler. I always had to load it in because Mom's like, it's your snack, you're bringing it. So loading in the cooler. You don't have any coolers that I think are going to be bigger than me. But just to give you an idea of size, you have enough room in here to fit a nice full-size cooler, so that way you can keep the kids' Capri Suns, their orange slices, everything like that for those big game days right in the back, as well as having enough space for a couple other items if you're doing anything after the game. Now, the rear of the Hyundai Kona is just as safe as the front. You have a backup camera that's almost become standard in every model nowadays. However, Hyundai's is a little bit different. Instead of having a 4 or 5 inch screen like other manufacturers, you have a nice large 7-inch touchscreen display that backup camera is going to go with. Not to mention the dynamic bending line. So have you ever been backing into a parking space, you got one guy who's crooked and you're up against a curb, and you want to leave enough room for your boyfriend, yourself, and the twins to get out, with leaving enough room for him to get out of his car, the guy who parked crooked. So the dynamic bending lines are going to help guide you in. They'll show you where your wheel is turning, with a blue centered line to show you where you'd be if you were going completely straight. So it's going to allow you to get the best parking job possible. Next is going to be your rear cross traffic alert. There is a sensor in the bumper. It's going to go out 65 feet each way. And again, you're going to get an audible and visual alert. With your backup camera, if, say you're in the Costco parking lot, or you're leaving school and you got the kids flying by on their bikes, or in the Costco parking lot, those big Costco vehicles who don't realize there's enough space in here to get everything you need, you're going to be able to see everything going around. Your visual alert is going to be on the backup camera, yellow lines telling you which way the traffic's traveling, as well as the audible alert from the rear, beeping, letting you know, hey, someone's coming across. So that way, even in Costco or getting rid of school, you're not going to hit anyone on the bike or anyone driving through. Now, coming to the front, like I said, as a former teacher myself, I know the body can ache at the end of the day. So you're not going to have to look too far for comfort with the 8-way power adjustable driver's seat. I know that height was the main reason, and you have plenty of space to get high as you possibly can. Not to mention your lumbar support. Whether it's bending down to grade papers or picking up that crying child, the nice thing is with your lumbar support is it's going to help your back for years to come and set you up for better stuff down the future. Now I know being in the vehicle alone most of the time, traveling to and from work, you're going to want to be in control of your infotainment system and all the features and all the technology here. So you're going to have your Bluetooth, which is going to come with not just Bluetooth to answer phones and hang up calls, but also Bluetooth audio. So whether you want to listen to your favorite Justin Bieber song, or if you want to listen to your heavy metal music, you're going to be able to wirelessly stream all of that for you. Now, the next thing is your infotainment system, your 7-inch touchscreen display. That's going to come with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So you're going to have all the newest technology that not a lot of manufacturers have come into with. Hyundai was one of the first to jump onto it, and it's been a godsend ever since. So what Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are going to allow you to do is all your phone's functionalities right there on the screen for you. So whether it's voice to text or getting your navigation, all of it can be done with a hands-free system here with one push of the button on the steering wheel. So that way your eyes can stay fixated on the road, so you're not going to have any distractions, and get all of that included. You're also going to have Sirius XM radio, which has a little bit something for everybody. So whether you want to listen to today's hits, or the kids want to listen to Disney radio, or if boyfriend wants to listen to the baseball game, basketball game, football game, whatever it may be, there's something for everybody in Sirius XM radio to stop that fighting in the car. Now, one of the hidden gems from Sirius that's in the Hyundai Kona is going to be Sirius Travel Link. Now, with Travel Link is, again, a little bit something for everybody. So whether you're going up to Flagstaff on those long road trips and you want to check the weather, you can get a 5 and 10 day forecast, change the city so you can see what you're getting yourself into. Because we all know Flagstaff's weather is way different than our own. Next is going to be for the boys. Say they won that soccer championship and you're so excited. What you're going to be able to do is take a synopsis. You can check from movie times, get a little synopsis so you make sure that it's age appropriate. You can also see what theaters are nearby and what time those showings are. The next is for boyfriend. So if boyfriend wants to know what the scores are, I know myself, anytime I have to go out on the weekends with the wife, I hate missing the games. He can actually get up-to-date scores from football, basketball, soccer, and a plethora of other sporting events. Now, if all of this wasn't enough to show you just how great the Hyundai brand is and how special the Hyundai Kona is, as an example of that, let me tell you a little about some special things that Hyundai has. We are actually the lowest 5-year cost of ownership ranked by Kelley Blue Book. So what that means is we're not going to just save you money up front, we're going to save you money in the long run. So one of the ways that we show that is by how Hyundai backs their product, which is with America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, and 5 years of unlimited mile roadside assistance. Isn't it great to have Hyundai back their program with such a great warranty? Another way that Hyundai backs it is via their shopper assurance, which is a 3-day, 300-mile exchange policy. If for any reason the Hyundai Kona doesn't fit everything that you're looking for, bring it back and we will find you a Hyundai that does. And all of this adds up to one thing, our being number one in consumer loyalty. We know as soon as you own one Hyundai, you'll never want to go back. So years down the road, we know you'll be coming back. As our CEO once said, Hyundai is not out to be the most sold brand, we want to be the most loved brand. So, are you ready to take home the #1 subcompact SUV by U.S. News and World Report?
Yes.
Ready.
Yay, good job! Thank you guys for tuning in.